The most disturbing detail in the teaser isn't who returns, it's how. It doesn't say Captain America will return. It says Steve Rogers will return. That's not a superhero comeback. That's a man being dragged back into a war he already finished. Steve earned his ending. A family, a life, peace. Bringing him back doesn't feel hopeful anymore. It feels desperate. This isn't nostalgia. It's Marvel reopening a closed chapter because the universe can't stand on its own. Steve isn't here to give speeches. He's here because Marvel needs moral clarity again. And that's the scary part. If Steve returns, it's either to watch everything he believed in collapse or to die in a way that finally feels permanent. Steve Rogers isn't hope anymore. He's a reset button. Thor scenes are quiet, and that's exactly why they work. No jokes, no screaming, no self-parody. This Thor feels closer to Infinity War than anything since. He looks emotionally exhausted, like a god who survived too many endings and knows another one is coming. Marvel is using Thor as the emotional weight of Doomsday. When Thor stops joking, the universe is actually in danger. He represents loss, legacy, and responsibility, things Marvel avoided after Endgame. This Thor doesn't feel like he's here to win. He feels like he's here because someone has to stand when everything collapses. Thor reminds us that gods bleed, power has a cost, and humor doesn't save worlds. If Doomsday is about consequences finally catching up, Thor is the only Avenger who truly understands the price. Marvel calls this an Avengers teaser, but the moment Cyclops appears, it stops feeling like one. He's not framed as a sidekick or fan service. He's framed like a commander. No jokes, no flashy entrance, just authority. That alone tells you Marvel knows leadership disappeared after Endgame. The Avengers don't feel like a team anymore. They feel like people sharing a logo. Then Magneto enters, and he doesn't feel like a villain. He feels like a consequence. The Avengers broke cities, timelines, and universes, then moved on. Magneto doesn't move on. He remembers. That's why he's dangerous even when he's silent. And Professor Xavier? He's calm, but not hopeful. He's not here to inspire anyone. He's here because something went wrong. The X-Men aren't joining the Avengers to help them win. They're here to judge whether the Avengers should still exist at all. That's why this teaser feels heavier than anything Marvel has released in years.